Hello, my name's Craig Anderson. We're the founder and CEO of Amtech Medical.
Greetings, my name is Jeremy Anderson. I'm a director of Amtech Medical, and we started our company in around 2005, and our speciality all through those years is selling medical consumable products to the medical industry.
What we hoped to achieve in the creation of this new building was to provide a distribution facility that would foresee us for the next 10 to 20 years. We researched different companies and we came across Attika, and we decided to engage with them for initial scope of discussion and see if we had alignment capability-wise from their side versus our needs for the future.
So the brief presented from the client was very high level at the initial stages. I think Craig started the whole conversation with a phone call to one of our directors, just with a few quick fire questions about who we are and what we did and were we up for the project. Things developed from there. On all these projects, when they come to us, we've got a process we work through to understand their requirements. Craig and the team were quite advanced with their discussions. They had a good idea of what they wanted to achieve, what their brief was. So it was really a case of us understanding that, making sure it was the right fit. And for us, it's about meeting the client where they're at. So we don't want to go through lengthy meetings. It's around quick fire understanding of what their priorities are. And then firstly, whether Attika is the right fit. And then if we are, we can develop those conversations further.
Attika understood our needs really well. Before the construction began, before there was any soil turned, they fully and thoroughly understood all our needs, even down to levels of details like car parking or staff amenities, workflows around the building. So no, they had a very good understanding of how our business operates, almost to the point as if they were running our business. They were in our shoes and they just knew, almost with their eyes closed after a series of discussions, how to go about building to get the end result.
So the research and knowledge part of the project is what we put underneath the first stage of our three-part process. So it comes under the plan, out of plan, design, deliver. There's what we work with in the client, so understanding their priorities, what are the three main things they want to achieve and what's really important to them. And then it's taking away and then us looking in the background with all the compliance to understand what are the risks for them achieving their goals. So some examples of that was we had a real priority on timeline. So it was us understanding what the risks were and coming up with a solution.
As we were going through the process, Attika's design process, they had a very, very good stage process. They presented concepts, renders, designs, specifications to us. So we started here, and as we worked through the process, there was a good system that we refined as we went to end up with the end goal before we pushed the go button. Yeah, I think their design and processing planning stage, they took us through the journey very well at that level. As the relationship at a design concept stage progressed with Attika, they at that point then drew in their regional contractors, BB Construction. What drew us to the combination of Attika and BB Construction was their collaboration, how close they worked together. We were impressed with the partnership they had amongst themselves, and we felt like a three-way, it could be a very strong three-way relationship with feet on the ground construction, led by a company, a nationwide company at a design and build process angle.
Working with the Attika team is always seamless. They put a lot of forethought into their plans and design process, and they always collaborate with us for buildability, which just makes it a streamlined process.
When we started this project, we were hoping to achieve efficiencies and economies of scale. That was big in our minds. We came from a rather small building with multiple other sites around town, so we decided we need to put everything under one roof, and we've got it. And we're achieving outcomes and outputs that are fantastic.
Now we've been in the building for a period of time, the final result is well and above what we perceived could ever happen. Our staff morale, our culture, our efficiency, our collaborative discussions, our mindset, everything that we'd wished for has even had a better result and outcome. We haven't been in a new building for many, probably 20 years. And this is a vehicle for us to help our company to no end. It's been an excellent outcome.